Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day. 25.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Wall, get wall. Check 3.
Nice. Here we go, can.
Andy Dalton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Grant on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 33-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And it's a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Carson. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Dalton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it. Now Carson fumbles the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble loss. Both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Rosen to throw, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And Wilson has it. And some room to roam now. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running, it's Drake. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rosen will throw. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come on,
now it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Rosen. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Geno Atkins got home that time. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test, 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. To throw is Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Six, pull it high.
Was the mic. Not today.
Good, 5-6. Hey, up.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Hey, up. Lead. Pin the mirror back and go full strip. Shit. Hey, up.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They run it with Carson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 1st and 10 for Dalton. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Dalton now to pass. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, touchdown number 15 of the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rosen to throw again, being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go. Do it.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is taken at his 4.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
31's the mic. Let's pick it up.
From the 17, Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Twisting away. This will be caught at about the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
Middle.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And now it's Rosen looking. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Going deep downfield for Roll. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rosen to his tight end, Gesicki. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Rolling to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on first down. Carson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right. He's tight right here. Heavy.
Play action here with Dalton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Dalton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Crash. My 52.
Middle.
I'm here all day. Check 52's the mic. Check 50.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was looking that time for Stills. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we got 3 out.
Here you go, Cam.
Check 26, check 26. He's crashing. He's checking.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Passing, it's Dalton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bengals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.